Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honors to our apostle elders, the apostle elders that rule the great millstone. We're in the time of the end. And shalom to you Akim out there that's pushing the truth with sincerity and faith and the true doctrine and staying in the course, holding tight, holding firm. We're at the time of great things happening in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the Most High is visiting the earth right now. As you see the picture I have up here, you see what Esau is doing to the planet. What's going down under Esau's rulership. So just like the Lord plagued Egypt before we went up out of there, he's plaguing the whole world right now before we get up out of here. All right, the whole world is in chaos, and it's going to be even worse when the Lord allows these nuclear weapons to go off, man. But this sit down is just going to be, the title of it is visiting the earth, because the Lord told us that he would come in this way. That's how we know that the Lord is doing it. The apostles and elders tell us that, look, there's going to be a time that Esau is going to have to acknowledge that the power is doing it. And you can't blame it on HARP. You can't blame it on solar flares, global warming. You're going to have to put it to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because he just broke a record book with a hurricane. He strengthened it up to a category that wanted to make it to a 6. You know, he strengthened it up to show, look, man, you don't know what I can do. The Most High is unfathomable, man. Okay, we serve a beautiful power. And once you understand the fear of the Lord, then you begin to know wisdom, to know that our power is omnipotent, man. Beautiful, man. You know, may all praise go unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. But right now I don't got my blue letter up. Internet's not on right now, but I'm just shooting this video off the cuff, if you want to say that. You know, I got my scripts with me, so I'm gonna read them off the scripts. But I got an article. I had an article that, let me pull it up on my phone real quick. Akim, because there's a situation that happened in Miami that people didn't notice, man. That Esau he put a dry run to it, man. Let me pull it up, because during that time of the evacuation, they started arresting homeless people against their will, okay, and taking them to the hold, man. So I'm gonna read this article, and then I'm gonna go into the other things that I have planned up. And this is from CBS News. It says Miami's homeless held against their will ahead of Hurricane Irma. And this was on September 8th, okay? And it says, on what is likely the last clear day in Florida before Hurricane Irma's monster winds and rain, social workers and police officers are giving Miami's estimated 1,100 homeless people a stark choice: come willingly to a storm shelter or be held against their will for a mental health evaluation. With the outer edge of the storm approaching Friday, these officials backed by psychiatrists and observed by Associated Press team, rolled through chillingly empty downtown streets as dawn broke over Biscayne Bay, searching for reluctant stragglers sleeping in waterfront parks. We're going out, and every single homeless person who is unwilling to come off the street, we are likely going to involuntary Baker Act them, said Ron Book, chairman of the Miami-Dade Homeless Trust. And the Baker Act is an act that was invoked that I think the guy's name was Baker, but it says that if you are endangering yourself, that you can be held for 72 hours for a mental health evaluation to see if you're a danger to yourself. Okay, so they're setting it up to where they say, well, if you don't have that mark, you know, they can use legislation like this to say, oh, if you don't want to take the mark, you must be crazy. Something must be wrong with you. You are you not afraid of your health? How are you gonna eat? They're gonna try to paint it in this what is it called, this helpful type of move, man. Like, oh, we have to help you out because, oh, you can't. How you gonna live out here? We don't use cash no more. Blase, blase. Because the apostles have told us, man, look, they already got legislation in the books for that. So if you want to live off the grid, they're gonna say, oh, if something is happening that is on a mass scale, like a disaster or something, they can say, oh, if you don't have the mark, you must be a derelict, someone that's hard up. We gotta evaluate you and see if you're capable enough to maintain. So you see the things how Esau's playing it, man. I seen that article and I found it funny, man. I found it real funny. So let me read it. Let me keep reading. It says, invoking the Baker Act, a law that enables authorities to institutionalize patients who present a danger to themselves or others. If not something, it says, if not something law enforcement does lightly, but officers detained at least 6 people by Friday afternoon under the law. They can be held up to 72 hours before the state would have to go to the court to prolong their detention. By then, Irama's howling winds and terrifying storm surges should be somewhere north of the city. So they're showing you, man, that in that time, you ain't going to have a choice, man. You're going to be took up, man, and say, oh, you got to be evaluated. But this is in Florida. But I'm sure they have different acts like this in different states. Okay, but this is just a point to show in Florida. I'm not saying that it's everywhere. This is a Florida law, okay? But let me go into another article real quick. I have it on my phone, so I'm gonna pull it up. I found somebody sent me this article, and it says the title is "Just in Case You Didn't Know." California is on fire, Oregon is on fire, Washington is on fire, British Columbia is on fire, Alberta is on fire, Montana is on fire, Nova Scotia is on fire, Greece is on fire, Brazil is on fire, Portugal is on fire, Algeria is on fire, Tunisia is on fire, Greenland is on fire, the Czech Republic of Russia is on fire, Siberia is on fire, Texas is underwater, Indiana, Naples, Pakistan, Bangladesh experiencing record um, monsoons and massive death toll. Sierra Leone and Nigeria experiencing massive floods, mudslides, and deaths in thousands. Italy, France, Spain, Switzerland, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Bosnia, Cortana, Siberia are crushed in the death grip of a triple-digit heat wave dubbed Lucifer, the light bearer, man. So they dubbed the heat wave Lucifer. Southern California continues sweltering under triple digit heat that shows no sign of letting up. It's unusually chilling. It says it's unusually chilly August. The city of San Francisco shatters all-time record at 106 degrees, while it reaches 115 degrees south of the city. North California continues to break in triple digits. Yellowstone volcano hit with earthquake swarms of over 203 tremors since June, recording a 4.1 earthquake on June 15th, 2017, and 3.3 shaker on August 21st, 2017. 5.3 earthquake rumbles through Idaho. Japan earthquake 6.1, possibly tsunamis. Mexico earthquake 8.2, imminent tsunami. Beach lines are recorded at least 50 meters. Hurricane Harvey, Irama, biggest ever recorded. Jose and Katana are barreling around the Atlantic with 8 more potential forming. And last but not least, a X10 CME solar flare last night, the highest recorded solar flare ever. And now you're all caught up. 100. Hey, that's it, man. That's the news breaking down, man. The world is in uproar right now. So I'm gonna go through these scriptures and I'm gonna close on out, man. This is what you call a concentrated news report. Let me get the scripts out. The first scripture I have is 2nd Ezra 6 and 18. And this has been coming out a lot, man. I know I've been reading this a lot, man. It's been one of those verses has been coming to the forefront. This is 2nd Ezra 6 in verse 18. It says, and he said, behold, the days cometh that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell on the earth. And that's how the Lord is visiting. Because what's the example? Remember when he visited the children of Israel in Mount Sinai? What was happening? Tempest, thunder, lightning, hailstones, man. And he was just coming up. He wasn't even there yet. He was pulling up on Jake, man. And Jake was scared. So imagine now he's visiting the earth and he's not visiting for good. He was coming to see us for good, because not because Israel was sort of being hard headed because they were trying to go over Moses. But the Lord dealt with Moses. That's why it's an order, man. The Most High deals with who he wants to deal with, and then he'll give it to you through that person, man. That's why you have order. That's why you have elders and apostles, man. And it says, read that again, and he said, behold, the days cometh that I will begin to draw nigh and visit them that dwell upon the earth, and I will begin to make inquisition of them that what they be that have hurt unjustly. And who's that? Esau. Esau is the one that is hurt unjustly. These other nations, because they profited off of our downfall, man. And it says, hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. That's why, look, Jake is really the men that's in the truth, the hopeful elect, man, is a hedge around them. We're our iniquity is accomplished, man. Not everybody's 2/3. They're gonna continue to catch hell until the destruction. But the hopeful elect, the Most High is putting a hedge around them, the same hedge that he put around Job, man, in his hard times. And it says, and when the world shall, and it says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall all see together. Who? The elect, man. And we're gonna what? We're gonna go out here and we're gonna prophesy and tell of the things that's coming by the way of Yahweh Shem Shai's power, man. That's what you see happening now. We're giving the books are open. What is that? The prophecies, the comforters here. We're able to break down the dark sayings and give you the prophecies that are coming to pass, man. And it says, and the children, that's it on that. Let me get this. This is Second Ezra 5:34, and it says, this is Second Ezra 5 in verse 34, and it reads, and I said, no, Lord, but of very grief have I spoken, for mine reins pain me every hour, while I labor to comprehend the ways of the Most High, and to seek out part of his judgment. And that's what we're going to be on, man. We're seeking out the Lord's judgment. That's why we filter everything through the scriptures. We don't go on our own heart because we trying to comprehend the Lord by using what? His words, man. We can't use it in our mind. Our mind's not capable of understanding the Lord, man. Even angels don't understand the full measure of the Lord, man. That's why it says they stand in trembling and fear of the Lord. Because you can't, man, the Lord is cold, man. He's cold, man. You can't put a ticket on the unticketable. And it says, verse 35, and he said unto me, thou canst not. And I said, wherefore, Lord, whereunto was I born then? Or why was I not my mother's womb? It says, why was I not my mother's womb than my grave? That I might not have seen the travail of Jacob and the wearisome toil of the stock of Israel. Because our people are wicked as hell, man. That's why the Lord is smacking them with hurricanes and wildfires, because they're the apple of the Lord's eye, man. But he's going to punish Esau for touching us. But Jake, 2/3, got to catch it, man. They're the same ones that said, let his blood be on us and our children. All right? Let me get this. This is 2 Ezra 9:2. This is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 2. I'm going to close on this one. 2 Ezra 9:2, and it says, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all things, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the time also of the highest have been plain, with beginnings in wonders, in power, works, and endings of effects and signs. It says, and every one that shall be said, and that's what you see now, man. The signs are being shown, man. The judgment is coming. All right. So with that, hold on, let me finish 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. That's why it says works without faith is dead, and faith without works is the same. You got to have both, man. You got to have faith and you got to have the works behind it. It says, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby he hath believed. Okay, so with that, I'm going to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai. Shalom, Akim. We're in beautiful times. Keep faith if you got it, man. We're almost there.